first of all, tell me about this album. I went to the album listening, and I think it's super dope. And I know a lot of people out there, your fans, have bought it. But tell the people that haven't bought this what they can expect from this album, because I was really surprised by the album.
Thank you. I mean, just real content and, real music down to the production, from the lyrics and, the subject matter, when it just touches on, all types of different, feelings and, what we go through as people.
All right, Diggy. And on the album, you also have Jadakiss, Tank, Jeremiah. No copy paste.
No copy paste.
Why did you decide to leave that off the album?
Well, if you want copy paste, you can get it on the deluxe version on iTunes. The reason why I left it out on purpose was because the sound didn't, fit with the rest of the album. I really wanted the sound of the album to be cohesive, and that was really it.
And he's 17 years old now. He's a grown man, got an album, his very first debut album in stores, available for download, now. All of that, Unexpected Arrival. So like I said, I heard the album before the album came out, and I was really, really blown away, Diggy.
Thank you.
I thought I was gonna hear like
Kitty.
A copy paste, do it like you-esque, but and then I've seen your shows. I know who your audience is. The little girls, they're ready to go for Diggy Simmons.
Yeah.
But this album is so like Kanye-esque, very college dropout.
Thank you.
You're a rapper, boo.
Thank you.
You're like a real rapper.
Thank you.
Why did you decide? Is this what you do, or you decided to go this route?
No. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Like, if you listen to my mixtapes, my freestyles, everything that I've done prior to, the singles, that's me. And even the singles are me. Copy paste was just like, of course, like if you didn't follow the mixtapes and the first time you heard copy paste, you may be like, what type of rapper is Diggy? Is he just this type of rapper? But you'll know if you listen to everything I did prior to that I really, spit and have lyricism. But copy paste was fun. I just wanted to have fun. I just wanted, to be on a lazy, cool flow and do it like you, was something, that I really do, besides, the spitting aspect. I love to, talk to the ladies and, what I like in a girl. And, so everything is me, really. But I mean, of course, the way I put together the album is, of course, all me.
Yo, I was really surprised at some of the topics that you were touching upon. I feel like maybe you might be feeling like you have some really big shoes to fill. Do you ever feel that way? Like, people are expecting you to be this great person, and you're under a lot of pressure?
Nah, never that, because I mean, I just act like myself.
Yeah.
I'm happy that, people consider me, to be a good person, within, just the person who I am, and I act the way, I naturally am. So, I'm happy that, I can be that to people.
You're so mature, Dig. I mean, you're a little man over here. You're a big man. Pause. I don't know about all of that. One thing that kind of worries me about this album, and I have to be completely honest with you, when I went to see you perform, I noticed the majority of the people in the audience for you are little girls. They're young teens.
Yes.
They like you because you're cute. You have beautiful long eyelashes. This is what they like.
Thank you.
But this album is just very grown and mature, and I could see this appealing to older guys and people, men my age, and people that like hardcore hip hop. You were just on Sway the other day, and I heard him say that he loves the album. How are you gonna translate this? Because I feel like there's a disconnect there.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's a disconnect because, I know what my fans love at the same time. Like I said, if you listen, to the mixtapes, that's what my fans loved. And it would be real topics.
Okay.
Just like that.
So your jet setters know what you're working with.
Exactly. They feel connected to this already. They love this real music. Like I've had jet setters I've seen say that they didn't like copy paste. You know what I'm saying? Because it was so, different from, what they actually know me for doing. So, even though the majority of my fan base right now, is females, they already know, what I'm about. And, that's the reason why, they appreciate what I do as well, besides the whole, physical aspect.
Who would you love to be on tour? Your ideal, like, star-studded cast, like 2 people.
2 people.
Or a group or whatever it is.
Man, who would I love to be on tour with? I'm a big fan of Lupe's performances. Lupe performs really well, and I love the way Kanye performs. So, I mean, I do my thing, but I'd watch their shows every night. You know?
Diggy's ideal tour, Kanye, Lupe.
Because they're great performers.
Diggy Simmons.
Yes.
Dope. Okay. We keep talking about the ladies. Last time you were here, I asked you, what is going on with the ladies? Are you hitting home runs? I want to know if you're hitting home runs here.
I'm staying, clean. I'm staying good.
You're staying good.
Yes.
I like that about you. You're cute.
That's what I do. That's not where my head is at.
Yeah. I like that. We need that in rap.
Thank
I
you.
like that you're rapping about, treating a girl right, because everybody want to bend girls over and make them shake their ass.
4-letter word, 4-letter love.